we're going to keep things simple to accommodate our 30-minute format. In previous webinars in this series, we looked at the pillars of telecom merchandising, equipment plans, and customer retention. And in this one, we're going to take a look at integrating data-based value-added services into the mix, with a focus on the trend towards subscription services, which is a very high growth potential area for telcos. Let's start by taking a look at the market landscape and the rise of value-added services and why they're important. In a conventional ecosystem that has sort of been around for many years, the provision of connectivity and services was really king, and content was in the realm of content producers. And in terms of that content, the job of telcos was simply to deliver it to consumers and businesses. In recent years, vertical integration, new form factors, and new applications have really blurred this line and created a new class of what I call frenemies, because they can be, to telcos, any combination of vendor, content provider, partner, reseller, or competitor. And these can be anybody from the Googles, Amazons, and Apples of the world through to over-the-top and VoIP providers such as Vonage and Netflix. What this means for CSPs, of course, is a huge increase in data network load and capacity requirements, as well as a corresponding drop in revenue due to commoditization and competition in their traditional connectivity services. It's a trend that's well understood in mature markets, as shown in this diagram from Forrester Research, but it's also happening in developing economies. A recent report from the Economic Times of India shows mobile growth tapering in that market, with some carriers experiencing up to a 45% drop in ARPU. So it's pretty clear that over the next few years, all markets are going to have to turn to some form of value-added services in order to counteract these powerful trends. To summarize these business challenges and dive a little bit into how value-added services are a solution to these challenges, we're looking at flat growth due to maturity and saturation in the traditional telco markets, a commoditization of connectivity services, which leads to an erosion of revenue, margin, as well as brand differentiation. When you commoditize connectivity services, one carrier becomes pretty much identical to another in the minds of consumers, which makes it difficult to bring forward a good brand and value proposition. When you add value-added services to the mix, they can help you generate additional revenue streams, of course. Even more importantly, they can strengthen your overall offering because these services and products tend to be quite compelling and desirable in the minds of consumers. You can help create value for your subscribers through content partnerships, and really leverage the traditional strengths of telcos in terms of billing, customer care, customer outreach, and analytics, and really leverage those and insert the telco into the content value chain. There's a real potential to mash up the core competencies of communication service providers with some of these compelling high-margin content services that we're going to go over the next few slides. Really, the most powerful thing that a value-added service can do is to help create a reason for consumers and subscribers to choose you over one of your competitors. And we'll keep coming back to this sort of summary reason again and again.